Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. Excuse all the birds, they're beautiful sounding and it's such a pretty day outside that I figured I would make this video outside. So I just wanted to come on here and do a sit down video and explain how I do YouTube with absolutely no money. I don't have a job. My husband works to support our family and I stay home with the kids. I used to be a paraprofessional teacher in public schools, so when I was pregnant with the twins, I stopped doing that, so now I make absolutely no money. We budget very tightly to maintain our household. We own rental homes that we're paying off at the moment, so whatever the renters pay, we just simply pay the house off with it. So what money I get, I spend on groceries, I buy the kids clothes, maybe do something fun with the kids. I don't spend any money so far on YouTube. I use my iPhone to record, and if you're going to use your iPhone, you should hold it, I think it's called landscape, so that if that's the only way you have to upload to YouTube, it will fill the whole screen and you won't have like a little slice in the middle like if you would regularly record on your iPhone. I always use natural lighting. I always have to either do my videos by window if I want it to be lit very well, do it during the day, or you have to buy maybe a ring light or something. I haven't spent any money, so I don't do that yet. I don't have any money to spend at the moment, so I use natural lighting, or you can come outside like I'm doing. I use iMovie, which is just a free app that you can get on an iPhone or any type of Apple product. I use iMovie to do all of that. I use any of iMovie's music. I maybe will get my husband to play music for me because he can play music. I get him to play background music. I'll do voiceovers. I will go on YouTube and search royalty-free music, and you have to make sure that you find one that tells you in the description that it is free to use with no copyright infringements. And when I do that, you always have to use the person's description below so that they get credit for their music. So I do that to use music. I edit on iMovie like I said, and I just simply just try to come up with good content. I use a thumbnail app, which thumbnails are really, really important. And I know I only have 200 and something subscribers, which I really appreciate every one of them because this is something I really, really want to do. But I use this thumbnail app called Thumbnail Maker. I will show you a little screen recording of what Thumbnail Maker is. I use another app called Blur to kind of blur out the background in my thumbnails, and then I save that, and then I use, if I want to like cut out around a shape and put it into the thumbnail, I will use another app called Cutout, and I'll cut out a shape of me, or like one thumbnail I did, I cut out my son in a swing, and then I put it over a background of my daughter running down the road when I did an outdoor thumbnail, and then I cut out a little picture of my son in his stroller, and I clipped all that together, and then I went to the actual Thumbnail Maker, which I'm going to show you. I'm going to link it all below, and I put it all together, and then it gives you a lot of free cool fonts if you just watch the ads, and it's really, really easy way to make your thumbnails. Thumbnails are super important because it catches the viewer's eyes to get them to watch your videos. Currently, I do not use Facebook. I do not use Snapchat. I do not use Instagram. It's just something I'm cleansing of myself from right now because I was really spending a whole lot of time on those social media apps, and I really wanted to spend more time with my children, finding more ways to teach them and to just spend quality time with them and with God. So I'm cleansing myself of those right now. But if you use those, a good way to get your videos out there freely is to just share them on all of those social media sites. Link them in your biographies. Do those types of things. Currently, I just share them to anybody, like my women's church group. I share them to my friends and family, and most of the time they'll share them on their social media sites, which is very helpful. I have a sister-in-law who does country music, and I always try to link her music below to help her out. And I just find that a free way to get support is to support other people. Just, comment on people you like and enjoy. Ask people to subscribe to your channel during your video. It never hurts to ask. But besides that, I seriously don't have a lot to say. I use my iPhone. I use apps that are free and available. I just think of, I look at other people's thumbnails and think of how could I do that freely? Because some people pay for all these apps. Like, they'll pay for Filmora, which is a little bit more expensive app to use to edit your videos. And I just really try my best to think, how can I do this freely? How can I find good music with lyrics? How can I do content that people will enjoy that is free to me at the moment? I really enjoy doing YouTube, so it doesn't bother me that I'm not making any money. I just really enjoy it, so I try my best to make my content as high quality as possible freely. So guys, that's all I really do. If you have any questions, please comment below. I would love to help you out. The best thing I've found to do is just watch other people's videos, get ideas, get tricks, and just use your imagination. Look up apps if you're confused, and just try your best to think on a higher level with the small amount of resources that you may have. But that is it, guys, for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. And like I said earlier, if you enjoyed this, please go watch some more of my videos. Like them, comment below things that you might want to talk to me about, and subscribe. I would love for you to join my family, and I would love to watch my YouTube grow. And eventually, I do plan to spend money on YouTube as soon as I grow my subscriber basis and get more interaction on my channel. I do plan to spend money, and I do plan to make more videos on what I spent that money on to hire my YouTube. Everyone, so I'm going to go ahead and bring you to the 3 apps I use to make my thumbnails, and those are Thumbnail Maker, Blur, and Cutout. I'm going to just go ahead and zoom in and show you these 3 apps. First thing I like to do is I go into Blur, and I will blur around the entire thumbnail picture that I chose. So obviously I chose this picture because I was outside making my video. You always want to make your thumbnail picture something relevant to what you are doing in your video. So I blurred that out and I saved it to my camera roll. And then I go on to the next app, which is, I will go ahead and get onto Thumbnail Maker, and when I get into Thumbnail Maker, I always go to the YouTube setting and choose thumbnail, and then I click that photo that I just blurred out, and I've set it to the proportions that it needs to be, which it gives you a outline really of what it needs to be inside of. So I go ahead and set that to the proportions, and when I'm finished with that, I will click done, which, let me get it set, and then done. Okay, and this is when I will go ahead and add my text, which I don't try most of the time to make it the same as the title of the video. I will try to make it just a little different. So I think I'm going to put no money needed in this video. No money needed, right? and I will stick that wherever it needs to go, kind of proportionate to a blank area in the screen. And then, of course, there's ads because it's free. Keep that in mind. It's free, so to use the cool fonts, you have to watch the ad. I like this, so you can change the color of the font. You can even put a cool background color so that it will pop out even more. That's what I'm going to do now. I'm using green because obviously we're talking about money. And then I might put me a cute little money sign in the other blank area. So let me just go ahead and get some new font. I'm going to go ahead and put a money sign and add that in over here. Let me get it proportioned up. And I just kind of try to play with the picture and make it seem something that I would want to click on. And obviously, if you can do YouTube without money, that's something you would want to click on. I go ahead and set that up, and I'm going to probably change the color of this also to like a green color, something like that. And I'm going to probably even set the background to another green color so that it really pops out and makes someone want to click on it. So let me do that now. And like I said, guys, there are ads. Once you go to save this, there will be a lot of ads in order to save it and everything. See, so many ads. But once you're finished, you can save it, and then I go into iMovie, of course, and that is when I edit my video. And iMovie is pretty easy to locate. So thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the next one.